This is MoniCa Singh, top of the roll A6, take one, marker.
You can start with your introduction.
Okay. Hi, I'm MoniCa Singh. I'm a founder and CEO of Mahim Singh Foundation. And I am a graduate in fashion design from NIFT India and Parsons Marketing graduate in 2016. I'm also known for establishing my branding expertise and the labels and working for the different brands. But I'm also known for, because of my face, which I've got after becoming a victim of an acid attack. I'm known for being an acid attack survivor. So all my life, it's been 12 years that I suffered, and then I cope up, and every day I'm working towards is to changing my life definition, changing the meaning of my life by living one day at a time and making maximum out of it. So this is something, acid attack happened with me when I was 18 years old. And I freshly got admission in fashion design college, and I came back home for my first summer vacation. There was a guy who were very much obsessed over me. He was stalking me for like 5-6 years. He was an acquaintance, of course. He used to live nearby. So, but I had no idea that he was claiming me as his girlfriend to all over the town. And when I got an admission in a different city, different town, he didn't like that. And then he wanted me to elope with him. He wanted me to marry him and leave my family and leave my education. Well, of course, I didn't say yes to that thing. But that no cost me a lot. That no cost my family a lot. I never thought, I never realized that living in your own terms back then gonna cost me so much that I'm gonna losing my face, I'm gonna losing my strength, and watching myself screaming for help in the middle of the market on a road. And I'm asking people, help me, because it was killing me slowly. I always been a very pampered and independent thinking girl. My family, I have my elder brother. I never had this experience of feeling or observation in my family that me and my brother is separate or different. There was no gap, the distinguish between the genders, that he's a guy or I'm a girl. Whatever my brother used to do, I used to do that all the time. He's like, if he can do it, I can do it. I used to challenge him all the time, and then he was always been a gentleman, and I was the youngest child, so he let me do that. So I never thought during while that happened that why would someone do not accept the way I want to live? Why do not someone accept my no? That no, I don't want to be your girlfriend. No, I don't want to marry at the age of 18. I wanted to study more. I had my own dreams which I wanted to follow. And most importantly, I cannot betray my family like that for someone who is obsessed over me. It was totally different experience for me that in the society where people are very much feel so much powered over women. It's a male chauvinist society where I never thought it existed. But it did. But I didn't let that society to change me or challenge me for anything. I suffered deeply. My 65% of my face got burned immediately on the spot. And I saw fumes coming out of my skin. I can smell skin burning. I can smell the clothes I was wearing. They were shredding down. It was very, very traumatic. And my car, the car I was driving, the whole car got burned till the back seat. And there was a huge bucket of amount acid, which was all me. It was like I was soaked in this in acid, and a lot of acid got caught up into my clothes, which was slowly burning my skin. From face down to toe, I have scars all over my body. But there's always a solution for everything. After, oh, that's New York, that's Manhattan. I hope it's going good, right? Oh, good. I mean, it just sometime like if I'm saying sentences which doesn't make sense immediately, so I know you guys can edit that.
You're hitting all of your points.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
We're just gonna move.
Yeah.
Just gonna move that up.
Sure.
Just gonna move this really quick.
Okay.
Do you mind if I put it on this side?
No
maybe? Okay,
problem.
awesome.
Yeah.
Is that out now?
Is it close enough that you can see it?
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Okay. Okay, so you were talking about this costing you your identity physically. So just starting back there.
Okay. By saying no, it cost a lot because I was losing my identity, I was losing my face, and I was watching, my face was melting like a candle basically, and all I wanted is like somebody help me at that moment so that that burning sensation stops. Whoever thought about like trying to save me, a lot of people came on the street and started throwing water on me, but that wasn't enough because that acid was very strong. Probably it was a sulfuric acid, but that whole idea of seeing and watching in front of people, that I was driving my car and suddenly I opened my car and I was screaming, help me, someone help me. And entire crowd who was watching me, like there was something is going on, everyone ran away because a lot of people got scared. Even while I was driving, I was trying to save, I was trying to reach home because from that spot, my house was 2 minutes away. But that whole journey from where my accident took place and from my home, I took 1 year to reach. From that spot, I was taken to the hospital, to the trauma center, tried to save. I saw my family, I don't know who informed them, and they came to the trauma center. And I saw my dad and my brother standing. They were crying. I never saw my dad and my brother crying like that. And I was losing my conscience. A lot of people asking me, because it was a police case, a lot of cops, like, who did and what happened to you? And I was losing slowly my consciousness, and I had no way I could answer anyone. I wasn't losing my memory, so I remember each and every pain, each and every burning feeling I was having it. But I was losing my consciousness because it got inside my body. It started fading away, started blurring my mind, and suddenly girl who was just minding her own business, who are happy girl and who was just enjoying, who came for her summer vacation, she became first cover newspaper as a news. That girl got attacked for this, and girl's lover got done this. This is kind of a wordings used by the media and the newspaper, which is horrible. And people were trying to take my picture when I was lying on a hospital stretcher or hospital bed. They were trying to sneak into the hospital taking my pictures because at that moment in 2005, I was the biggest news in India. And
Hold for a second. Is it just that
I'm gonna lose my rhythm now.
No, I know where we're at. Maybe after this, let's move into coming to New York. I think that's a good
Yeah.
segue.
Yeah.
From basically being a headline
Yeah,
to finding yourself
yeah.
again.
More positive side now. Yeah,
Yeah, because this is all great.
yeah, okay.
Do you want anything else? I got.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, a couple of more from different angle, and then we can do. But these are really good. I'm gonna give you my phone number to give me these. Yeah,
Yeah, that one's free.
perfect. Really nice. Okay.
All right, so front page news.
Okay. So I'm gonna change a little bit here, but okay. So all this time when you become a victim of something or a survivor of something, and then the face is something which has already got changed because of multiple 46 reconstructive surgery, all I was thinking about what I can do in my life. If face is not there, my head is still working, my mind is still normally working, so I can give myself so much education so that I would be not known for because of my deformed face, but I've been known for having a person who is so knowledgeable of her industry. So I decided to give myself and feed my brain with an education. And in 2013, I applied to 9 universities for master's degree and the different MBA program and the marketing program all over Europe and US. In US, I only applied for Parsons. I know a lot of people say that Parsons is very tough, and then they have very small cutout list and nobody gets it. And then I was like, I don't know. It's like I have set my mind to the Parsons and I want to go to Parsons. And when I got my Parsons acceptance letter, I was literally jumping on a bed, like how you see in a movie, the kid is jumping on a bed. I was literally doing that. And my mom had no idea what is this Parsons about and what is she's happy about so much, and I got an admission. I never thought that the city and place I always dreamed about, New York City, which I used to see in movies, how beautiful this is, and watching Sarah Jessica Parker in a Sex and the City, and having a beautiful apartment like Friends in a West Village. I never thought that I could be coming and living in the same city. And it was dream come true. And now I know it was the biggest dream of my life back then. That I would be living here, I would be studying, and I would be meeting amazing people in my life. And when it came, and I went to the Parsons first day. Of course, because of a little bit of face deformity, people were a little bit looking with the question, it's like, who is she, girl, and everything. But then later on, you get used to the face, no matter how it's look like. But the fact is, at Parsons, professors are really chilled out. They're really cool, and even the students, meeting with the different students and learning from each other. That was one of the best part. And later on, I was meeting so many people, and then somebody told me that you have to come to United Nations, and then you have to talk about it. And then I spoke my first speech on International Women's Day last year, which was one of the most powerful speech all time UN women ever conducted, and I was their star speaker there, and I explained myself there, and I showed what women can do, what any girl can do if she believes in herself, and she decided not let anyone to make her feel small or unaccepted, or the society which seclude them from the different part of the world. So I spoke there, and I spoke in a general assembly, and I wore my Indian sari because I wanted to represent India as well. And the most importantly, I always say and I always believe in that I want to represent a woman. I want to represent that every woman has same dreams, maybe different dreams, but they have same power, and they have the same feeling about the society too. A lot of girls, a lot of women, they feel shy. They went into depression and everything. I feel like you can depress for certain time period. Even something bad happened to you, you can cry. You should cry, but how long? You have to give yourself a time. I always say that, like, cry as long as you want, but once you're done with crying, you also get tired with crying. So how long do you want to do that? I mean, since you survived the most horrifying accident or attack in your life, that means you have a long life in your head. So why not finding a solution? You cannot stuck to the past all the time. Things already took place. You cannot control your past, and you always work on your present, and you can always dream big. Give yourself a milestone which you want to achieve to. That's what I'm doing right now in my life. I got to go to a lot of colleges and university where I talk to the young generation, and the girls come to us and they tell their story. And when I heard these things, then I decided I need to have a platform. I need to have my own place where I can invite all these girls so that they feel strong enough. They can learn something from each other. That's when I decided to have my own foundation, which is named after my dad, MoniCa Singh Foundation. This foundation, I'm working with acid attack survivors, of course, but there are girls who are being raped, domestic abuse and physical abuse, and girls who get bullied and they feel that they are so invisible. We counsel them as well. So when I came to US, I was no longer just being an acid attack survivor. I became a voice, and I want to become a voice for every girl. I see outside and I meet so many girls, and you will be surprised that next couple of two girls next to them, the one girl who might have some story back then, maybe in her childhood. Everyone has one scar or two. Might be my scars on acid attack survivor scars are big and huge, of course, because it's a chemical injury. But again, there are different sort of scars out there, and they need to learn to deal with them. I cannot say that, and I don't want to say that, okay, things happen done, and then you can forget about it. Don't forget that, because that's a part of your life which gives you strength, because that's a sign which you have conquered that. You fought from that. So why not living your life now? Why are you feeling so hesitant in the society? I walk on the street, no matter how many head turns towards me. They might be seeing that I'm not pretty, I'm ugly, or something is fishy about her face. Maybe I'm tall, yes. So sometimes people look at me because I'm too tall too. But the whole point is what my mind think about they're watching, they're turning back. I say to my mind, I must be looking fabulous, that's why they're looking. I must be looking like a celebrity, that's why they're turning back. So this is a small thing. It might sound stupid, but it's not. It's very, very empowering for any girl. I wake up every day. I see my scars because I wash my face with no makeup, of course. And when I woke up, I know that 1 hour I'm gonna take slowly to apply makeup on my face. It's not just because that I have scars or anything. Because being a girl, I love makeup. No matter I've been a survivor or a victim of an acid or not. I loved makeup before, and I love makeup now. Of course, the intensity and the thickness of makeup has increased, of course, because I have to even my uneven skin. But I'm living the same normal life what every other girl live. Of course, that I don't step out of my apartment without applying anything else because it's not me uncomfortable, but I don't want to make other people uncomfortable. Because sometimes small kids look at you, sometimes women look at you. And some people, even in India, they used to ask right on your face, what happened to you? It's like, do you really care if I tell you my story? It's something, people are so curious out there that they always want to know what happened to you. But then it's up to you what story you want to tell. You don't find a solution, then you live the way you live. People ask, you choose your answer. That's how I'm living my life now. I want to say and I want to tell whosoever I want what I want to tell. But if I'm looking not perfect, that must be because of you don't see me perfect. I'm perfect in my own vision. That's how I healed myself psychologically. I accepted my face, I accepted my body, I accept that I don't have as normal stamina what other girls could have. Because, of course, I had so many surgeries, my body went into a trauma 1,000,000 times already, so of course I don't have strength. But do I have to really think about over that and crying? No. So all this time, this year is going to be 12 years, and I've seen a lot of changes in me. A lot of people who know me before my accident and before and after that and now, they see that how much I have evolved. Things takes time. Nothing can happen in a one night. We all know that. I don't rush into things. But I know one thing, that I have healed myself pretty much, that I don't need a shrink. I became my own shrink. I tell myself, I'm looking good, I have this work, and I'm gonna do that. As long as your mind is working, as long as you can eat your food by your own hand, as long as you can walk out of your apartment in your feet, you're good to go. There's so many things out there, there's so many girls out there who are hiding themselves in a one dark room and they don't want to face the society. But I say, society didn't build them. Their parents did. And their parents don't want their kids to live like that. If somebody's bullying you, you should not be taking those guys seriously as well. Is it going fine?
It's going great.
Okay, thank you.
We could talk about, I think this is a great time.
Camera cuts.